Hello and welcome to Country Life Simple. Happy New Year. I'm very sorry I haven't gotten back to you for a little while. I have been extremely busy at work and I really needed a break from everything. I was working during the holidays, but not as much, and it was pretty quiet, so I had some time to rest and relax, and I'm all refreshed and ready to start all over again this year. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how I redecorate my patio, which is the place I'm currently sitting in, and how I'm going to transform it into an outdoor kitchen. You might see I'm looking a bit sweaty. It is very hot and very muggy, very humid. For my American friends, I don't know if you use muggy as well or if this is an Australian term, but yeah, it's probably, we just had like a slight little shower, not really even a shower. It didn't actually get anything wet, but drops fell from the sky, and I think the humidity is now at about, I don't know, it feels like 98% humidity and about 33 degrees Celsius. So it's pretty hot and a bit uncomfortable. That's why I decided to actually start having an outdoor kitchen. It just gets, I do a lot of cooking, as you know, a lot of baking, so it just gets a little bit too hot and stuffy in there at times. We don't normally have the air conditioner on every day, so yeah, I decided to revamp the outdoor area, which is fairly large, and we also have the barbecue here, so it just makes sense to be able to do some other things. I'll show you that, and of course I'm going to bake a bread, just a really quick and easy bread today. It's a no-knead sourdough bread. It's like a sandwich loaf with seeds, but you can make it without seeds as well. It's my go-to when I don't have a lot of time and patience. And I also show you a trick if you do run out of starter, or if you don't want to have starter in your fridge all the time, what you can do, well, you still would have starter in the fridge, I guess, but how you can sort of take some starter from your pre-dough instead of having, to take some of your normal starter, and then you don't have to feed it, but it grows. And I'll show you how quickly it grows, especially with this temperature and the humidity. So without further ado, I'll show you around the patio, and let's see what you say. This is my patio, and you can see Janos sleeps out here, and there's the entry from the back kitchen, and there's the entry from the living room. There's the kitchen basically here, living room and dining room here. And I just got a new freezer because the inside one is getting a bit small. And I've got the table here with stuff, and the seating area with stuff, and I also got the Christmas decoration up. And I've decided I'm going to give this area a little bit of a revamp. Now where I've got the fridge here, I need to set things up a bit better. And since it's very hot at the moment as well, I have decided to make this here an outdoor kitchen area. We've got the barbecue in the back there, and we do fry a fair bit on the barbecue, but I do have a hot plate there as well. So yeah, join me in setting up my patio into a nice outdoor kitchen. So this is the area you step onto when you step out of the dining room here. Hard to see. There's our dining room and our kitchen here. I've got the curtains closed, but this door here is the area where I normally bake my bread. So you step out of here and you come to this area there. It's a patio. It's a completely enclosed area with a full roof and fly screen. So here in Australia, there's a lot of critters. Up there's our pool. So yeah, there's a lot of critters, so we have to cover the area by fly screens. And I do have Henry working here. I just stopped him for a minute to do this video. So I've got my rocking chair here. I love to sit here in the evening. That toy normally is not on there, but I had to lift it up, obviously, for the vacuum cleaner for the robot, Henry, to clean. And then I've got Janos's area here with his food, water. I actually did order a new food container, which looks a bit prettier than that. And his bed. Got my yoga mat there because I do exercise in here. And then here I've got you know, some decoration. I've got all of my seeds here because I normally do sit here and sort them and decide what I'm going to plant, and some dog stuff and some exercise stuff and bits and pieces. Same here, I've got plants, and in here I've got like candles and decoration and stuff like that. And I've got lots of plants here. The shoes again normally don't set, they're not there normally, but yeah, Henry's working. Then we've got the barbecue here. This is where I barbecue. Nice view, hey? And then this is the rest of the area. So this table here is our outdoor seating area, our dining area. Got the Monopoly out there because Mum and I, we played Monopoly on New Year's Eve and we haven't quite finished, but I just had to pack it away because of some storms. So normally when we do have guests, we sit out here because our house is quite small and we only have like a small dining room. So this is where we normally sit. And then I have my swimming gear here. This table here, I just actually cleaned that and I've forgotten to put the fruit bowl down. This is some fruit I've got out of the garden. Pineapple, mango and bananas. And this is a nice sturdy table, and I decided to put the little oven, nearly fell over Henry here, to put the little oven outside here and also get a hot plate. So sometimes you know, cooking on the barbecue and I just want to, I don't know, cook some vegetables or gravy or something, and I have to jump between the barbecue and the inside stove, which is basically through this door around the corner. So this is a lot easier, and also when it's too hot inside and I just want to cook something quickly, I can do that here. I also did get a new fridge freezer. I only wanted a fridge really, but this one had a lot better energy ratings. Our fridge inside is relatively small. It's about 400 liters, and because it is so hot here and it is so hot inside, I can't leave anything outside. I need to put things inside the fridge. So yeah, like even things like sugar, honey, and there's another shower coming. Yeah, I just didn't have enough space in my fridge inside, and I didn't know what else to do. I didn't really want to put a second fridge inside. It just looks stupid, and I thought, hey, this is a perfect area for overflow and drinks and things like that, or when I get vegetables, you know, when I harvest something out of the garden or get a veggie box or something, I can just put it all in there, and it's for overflow basically. But yeah, this is our little outdoor kitchen. And I've got a tray, like a wooden tray inside, and if I do want to, you know, make something out here, I'll just put it all on that wooden tray, take it, you know, through this door there, out here, and there you go. Alright, I'm going to go and enjoy the rain and hope it cools down a little bit. I hope you enjoyed this little view. Yeah, see? Not even all the concrete is wet yet. But it looks like there's some rain coming, which would be good. I needed to water this weekend, so it would be perfect. Alright, I'll give Henry to restart, and I'll make a little bread for you, and I'll see you soon. Alright, we got the pre-dough. And I'm actually going to take 50 grams of this. And put it in another container because I don't have a lot of starter left. So, for safety precautions, I'm just going to take this. And then I can use this to start my new bread. This is also an option if you don't want to keep starter in the fridge all the time. You just use some of your pre-dough. This is about 50 grams. Now I gotta clean my finger. Alright, so that's done. We're gonna add 500 grams of flour. You can choose whatever flour you like. I'm gonna take a mixture. I'm gonna put in 200 grams of rye. This is a rye starter, as you probably can tell, it's quite dark. And I'm gonna put in 200 grams of spelt. And 100 grams of wholemeal flour. And I've got my 100 grams, 500 grams of flour in total. And then I'm gonna add about 300 grams of water. So this depends a little bit if what sort of flour you use. You just sort of, once you start mixing it, you'll see. It's 300 grams. And now I'm gonna mix this all up by hand. Alright, now mix this up a little bit. I'm gonna add three teaspoons of salt. And gonna mix this in again. And you see it's actually quite dry. And I also want to add in some seeds. So I'm just gonna add in a little bit of water. Don't add too much, you always can sort of add a little bit more. But yeah, see how it gets mixed a little bit easier now. And rye, spelt and wholemeal flour obviously are quite thirsty flours. You want to make sure you really mix the salt in properly. Otherwise, you bite in your bread and you've got like a bit of salt and a bit of nothing. Alright, I'm going to add some seeds. I've got some pumpkin seeds, not many, so I'm going to use all of these. And then I'm going to use some sunflower seeds, like this. And I've got some psyllium husks. They're good for digestion. Put in about a tablespoon. And some linseeds, just for good measure. It's a new year, we want a healthy bread, right? And again, you can choose whatever seeds you like, or you can just leave them out. I think the last bread I made, I used whiter flours. I think I used a mixture of spelt, wholemeal and just plain flour, and I didn't have any seeds in that. So I try normally to make, one week I make a seeded bread and the next week a non-seeded one. This now has a nice structure. Rye flour normally doesn't need to be kneaded too much. Spelt does develop a bit of gluten, and obviously wholemeal wheat flour does develop some gluten. but I'm going to fill it in a bread tin, so it doesn't really matter too much. All right, I'm going to leave this here now for about half an hour. I'll clean up, and I use my little, I ripped it, a showered cap. I normally take them with me when I go traveling, but yeah, I ripped this one unfortunately. Might need a new one. So I'm going to leave this for half an hour. It's pretty warm here today. It's about 32 degrees outside, so it's probably about 28, 30 inside. Leave this for about half an hour, and then we fill it in a bread tin. So I got forgotten before, I actually want to dehydrate some of my starter for, you know, I don't know, in case something happens. I actually need to make some more. So I used now a bigger jar, 40 grams of starter I had. I'm just mixing this in with some water. And this is, it's our cold water, but it's probably about, I don't know, 25, 30 degrees because it is hot. The water is hot as well, even the cold water. We have tank water. So I had 40 grams of starter. I added 80 mils of water, and now I'm gonna add 80 grams of rye flour, because that is a rye flour starter. So you get really good growth with your starter if you use like 1, 2, 2 to 2 ratios. So 40 grams, 80 grams, and 80 grams, if you know what I mean. If you have a very mature, very bubbly starter, you probably can get away with 1, 1, 1, so 40, 40, 40. But I always like to give it that little bit of extra boost. Also, if you have like starter which is nearly dead, and you do 1 to 5 to 5, so like 10 grams of starter, 50 grams of flour, and 50 grams of water, you bring it back to life. Just contemplating if I should have taken a bigger jar. It'll be fine. But this gives me quite a lot of starter. And I might make another bread in a couple of days, and then next weekend or so I'll put it in the dehydrator. Alright. Clean fingers, make sure you use clean fingers. Otherwise, whatever's on your fingers will grow in here. Don't want that. Alright, cover this and leave it on my bench top. It's probably a bit hard to see at the moment, but it's about here. Sorry, it's about here. I could clean this up a bit more, but to be honest, in a few hours it will rise, and then I've cleaned this all up for nothing. So yeah. This is where the starter is. Right, after about half an hour, I put it in I spread some ghee into this bread tin, and I'm just gonna add the dough and then let it rest for probably another half an hour. Like I said, it's a pretty warm day, and I don't want my dough to overproof. Just going to sort of push this in here, and then I'm just going to spread a little bit of water on the top of it, just a tiny little bit, And then, yeah, like I said, let it rest. And then I'm gonna bake it outside of my little oven. All right, spread some water over it and let it rest. After half an hour, it has risen a little. Looks good. And I'm going to put it in the cold oven. Turn the power on. And put it on bake. I put it on 230 for about 20 minutes and then reduce the temperature to 200 and for probably another 30 after that. And then I'll show you how it looks like. So I did take the bread out of the bread tin and then let it bake for another 10 minutes. And it's ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there we go. There it is. A delicious, good looking bread. Now we let this cool down and then we're going to cut it. Yummy. Remember I told you I don't have to scrape the sides because it won't be worth it. That was about 2.5 hours ago. So this is how much it has risen in 2.5 hours. My little Otto. So I'm going to put it in the fridge now. Obviously I just baked bread. And I'm going to use that for some more pre-dough. And in the next couple of days probably. And then I try to make some more to put in the dehydrator. But with the current temperature, it's going to rise pretty quickly. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. I have been thinking about my future on YouTube a fair bit, and I have to honestly say, although it does take a lot of work and I don't have a lot of time because I work full-time and I've got a fair bit to do with, you know, the house and the yard and the animals and the garden and you know, things I like to do. I do enjoy the YouTube channel and I do enjoy getting comments from you guys, and I find that a nice forum to sort of share what I do and my experiences, and hopefully I can be helpful to some people. So I decided I definitely going to continue, and I actually have ordered a new camera. I'm currently filming on a mobile phone, and it's been not that great and not that easy to sort of set up for some of the shots I really wanted to take. So I want to take it a step further this year, and I hope you stay with me and keep me company. And give me some ideas of what you want to see. So do you want to see just sourdough recipes, or do you want to see some other recipes? I'm continuing our once a month shop at the moment, so I make a meal plan for like a whole month and just buy and there we have the thunder, and buy some basics during the week, like basically just milk really. That's normally all I buy, some dairy products. Everything else I normally try to buy in bulk or beforehand, to save some money and save some time as well. So I hope you might be interested in that as well, and I can maybe put a selection of some dinners I had so far this year. It's already not quite mid-January, but you know, we're getting there. I can put some dinners I had in the at the end of this video, so you can get an idea. And if you want to see some of those recipes, just let me know. It's blue sky over there, it's grey sky over there. I'll see you all next time. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye.